DJI Care, is it worth having and should you invest in it? In this video, I'm going to tell you why. For me, it has been a huge thing and I could really recommend investing in DJI Care. Now, I'm Brian Hunt. If you don't know me, I am a freelance videographer, cinematographer. I am in Ontario, Canada. I do a bunch of different style of work, a lot of documentary style work, a lot of branded content, corporate work. I'm an owner-operator. I have my own production van, and I get hired by other production companies, and I do some productions that are my own jobs as well, that we do everything in the scale of the production for that video. So over the years, I've had many different DJI products. Tons of them over the years. I had the very first Phantom. I had the Inspire 1, I've had the Inspire 2, I had the Mavic Pro, I had the Mavic Pro 2, I have the Mavic Pro 3 Cine, I have had the Air 3S, I have the Air 3 now, I have had a Mini 2, I have a Mini 3 now, and I have a bunch of different gimbals. I've had the Ronin M, I had the full-size Ronin, I had the RS2, I have an RS3, and I have an RS Mini. So on the majority of these products, I have bought DJI Care. And just a disclaimer here as well, DJI didn't ask me to do this video. They're not paying me anything to this video. They know nothing about me doing this video. So this is just really my thoughts and my opinion on the DJI Care. In the last couple years, for me, the DJI Care has really been helpful. And even in the last 6 months, I've used it a bunch. Okay, so example right here. This is a DJI Pro controller. I forget which model controller this is, but the one you get with the with the Mavic 3 Pro Cine. I had a problem. I dropped it and I pushed this whole part of the controller inside of itself. It was broken. I went online. I filled out the stuff for the DJI Care that I had purchased with this, and they gave me a shipping label, to ship it into them. I shipped it to them. They looked at it. They sent me an email, said it warrants being fixed. It's covered under the DJI Care. And they actually sent me a brand new unit. Brand new. This has happened to me a couple times with brand new units. Another one is the RS Mini, Ronin Mini. I forget exactly what these are called. I'm terrible with the names of different things, but this is the Mini Ronin, and this thumb controller here was getting stuck over. It would not go back to center, as it's supposed to pop back to center. Now, what they did, I sent this back into them again very quickly. Within a week, I had it returned to me, and again, they sent me a brand new unit. They didn't, I guess they couldn't fix it or whatever. They sent me a brand new unit. And then just recently, I started having issues with my RS3, my kind of main gimbal I use a lot. I sometimes use this with the Tilta handle. I sometimes use it like this in a smaller kind of setup. But for some reason, all of a sudden, the battery was not communicating with the module, with the actual computer part, the gimbal part of this gimbal. It was not communicating. It would not turn on. The battery had power. It was charged up, but it would not communicate. I sent this into them. They replaced this unit here, and they replaced the battery for me, sent it back to me, no costs. Shipping was included. They print out a label, super simple to figure out on the DJI website, how to do it, how to submit for your stuff using your serial number. Wow, I mean, this is what got me really thinking about doing a video about this, because a lot of times you question, do you want to invest in something like this, in this kind of warranty or extra insurance on stuff? And a lot of places where I go and I need to buy a new hard drive for a job, or, a lot of times hard drives for clients where I'm going to hand off after a drive. And they always ask me, let's say maybe a $120 hard drive. Do I want to spend $30 to have replacement insurance on this drive? And I'm usually like, no, I don't want this. And I've had other things in the past before, even with vehicles where you get the extended warranty and it just never really works out. Or I get, things on appliances where I paid for an extra warranty, quite expensive on top of what the thing was. And then you find out it was not included in what was happening. This has not been my experience with the DJI Care. the DJI Care, from all I can see, even when it's your own fault, has been beneficial. Another situation where I really used DJI Care was about 6 years ago. I think I used it twice on my Inspire 2. One time I crashed into a tree flying backwards. There was no reverse sensors. Did a bunch of damage, broke some arms on it, or broke an arm on it. Sent that into DJI. I think I had to pay for some things. There was another time it crashed into water. The drone itself was okay, but the camera unit had water damage. I had to pay for something to be replaced with that, but it was still way cheaper. All the stuff I've had done lately, again, that some of it's been my fault, has just been fully covered by the DJI Care. So for me, it's been well worth the investment, and it's not cheap. You know, it can be a couple $100 on the product that you're buying. Depending on the cost of your product, the kind of cost of the DJI Care goes up, and it's usually for 1 year or 2 years. And I believe on most drones, it also does cover flyaways, or it gives you some ability to do some things with flyaways that seldom happen now, but that is another great reason to have this. So for myself, I think DJI Care is well worth it. Just one I've experienced. It's paid for itself a few times over just for me getting these new devices and getting things repaired and fixed and replaced. So I'll be getting DJI Care on all the rest of the stuff I get from DJI, and I'm very thankful for having it. Their customer service back in the day used to be tricky. You used to have to call people. There used to be a bit of an English barrier. It could be tricky to tell them exactly what was going on. But the online service they have now, where you can use one of their people remotely, they can kind of walk you through online what you're doing. But the system to go and do the repair and do a status that way and send stuff in, the serial number will be connected with your DJI Care. It will bring up the information for your DJI Care. For me in Canada, it gave me an address to ship it to that was local, or pretty much local to me. But it also gave me a shipping label that I could print out, put on a box, drop it off at a UPS depot, and it got shipped off. And then, I got contact within a couple of days about they got the product, then that they did an assessment on it, and that what they were doing, they were repairing it, or they were shipping me out a new one. And usually about a couple more days after that, I was shipped a new unit. So, a week, maybe a week and a half, I have a repaired or brand new unit. That was huge. So for me, again, I will keep on getting DJI Care. Let me know in the comments, what's been your experience with DJI Care? Have you had issues? Is there other care things that you've got on your cameras or other equipment that has been worthwhile on having an insurance that way? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys can think of subscribing to the channel, that'd be great. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and we'll see you on the next one.